Good morning. This is April the 7th. I'm recording my first week of fantasy baseball results. This week I have 4 teams on Yahoo, 3 teams on Fantrax, and 1 team on ESPN that I need to go over right now. This will be interesting. First off, in Fantrax, I have what's effectively a best ball league where you take everybody on your team. You take the 3 best outfielders, your best shortstop, best third base, best second base, first base, and catcher. And whoever does the best out of those is the one that gets recorded for the week. Same thing with your pitching. I'm trying to remember how many pitchers you get to hold on to versus how many relievers. Week 1, I believe I tanked because a whole bunch of people that I drafted that were injured. I missed it by half a point because I had like 4 guys injured. I drafted a starting guy that's going to be out for half the year that didn't get injured till after I drafted him. I had a guy that was supposed to be healthy for the start of the year, and then they're like, well, he's progressing a little more slowly than we thought, so we're going to leave him on the DL a little bit longer. So that dude's out for a couple of weeks. I had another guy back end that I dropped because I'm like, I'm not waiting for him to come back. So I'm going to see if I can score a few more points this week. So I lost my last week's thing 193.33 to 182.67. It was decently close. I had no saves, but I had a lot of strikeouts. I had RBIs. I don't know why it was so close. There's a lot of the numbers that are the same. So unless I'm getting mucho points for innings pitched and for my holds, and I guess 19 more strikeouts than the other team, probably shouldn't have been that close. Plus, he came back with a monster last day where he outscored me by 25 points. Lucky bastard. So there's a hockey Discord I'm in for Keeping Carlson, and I got into this baseball league because I got into this guy's hockey league. So there's like 3 different leagues that I'm in, 4 different leagues depending on how you want to couch it that I'm in because of that. So it's cool. That puts me at 0-1 for that league. That should be fun. In one of my dynasty leagues that I won last year, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I know I made it to the championship game. I got to go look at the results. I had a disappointing start to the season. I am 4-8 and in 16th out of 20 places because the last day, good lord, he outscored me 6-1-5 in this category's league because my ERA blew up. Oh boy. And then my team couldn't hit. So that's probably what did it for me. Yeah, my OPS definitely got jacked up there. I only won home runs, RBI, stolen bases. Stolen bases they seem to be really good on for some weird reason this year. Not how I built my team, but it's how it's performing. My pitching, always high innings, high strikeouts, guys, but unfortunately I do have giant ERAs and my whip that should never see a baseball diamond ever again. It's going to be an interesting year. I'm playing with minor league players with 1 minor league player on my bench because I'm a cheap bastard and I drafted a bunch of Japanese. This was a weird league. The initial draft, you could draft Japanese players that hadn't been drafted yet, anybody, and they're like, yeah, you can do whatever. And then after the first year, it's like, oh, we probably shouldn't have done that. And now all the new managers that join are pissed. Well, why do they have them on their team? That's not fair. If it was allowed by the rules of the game, yes, I need to keep them. So I got a bunch of Japanese prospects in my minors. Should I drop them? Possibly. Will I drop them? Probably not. Because I just don't care. And our bench is really small in this league. It's like a 7-man bench. So if we're going to have a 20-man minor, I need to have more than a 7-man bench. And this will be an interesting team. This is the team that I drafted like Shohei Ohtani like first overall in this league. I picked Ohtani at 1-7, and that's offensive Ohtani, not universal Ohtani. So I picked batting Ohtani 7th overall, which will be interesting. We'll see how long he lasts. Uh, that team is always a work in progress. Even last year, I felt like I was playing catch up, and I was only succeeding because Otani had like an amazing year at the plate. So I've got my other team, Dynasty Freaks Point League. I joined this off of a Reddit post because I needed a new baseball team at the time because I'm a sucker. I'm 0-1 to start it because I got outscored 638 to 411. That puts me in 14th out of 16th places, which is fine. That's about where this team is. It is definitely a bottom 5 team, even though I've got Yanier Diaz and Drake Baldwin. I've got Adley Rushman. I've got catchers out the wing because apparently I can spot catchers and nobody else can apparently. Let's get these guys moved in the lineup. I've got plenty of bench spots that are there. I need a shortstop, so I'm going to move Shaw down in place of Paris. We'll just see if Matos plays. Alright. Cool, yeah, this one's an interesting team. This one I actually have a fleshed out minor league system. This year, I'm not intentionally, but intentionally, unintentionally being bad. Last year was like, okay, let me do as well as I can. Oops, I didn't do so well. This year is, okay, let me just work on prospects. Let me get all my prospects. I'm going to bring them up. I've got 1, 2, 3 batting prospects in my starting, not in my starting lineup, but on my major league bench for hitting. And I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitching prospects sitting on my bench. This will hurt me as it is a prospect, because this is a points league. This is not good. This will be bad. In fact, one of my prospects blew up 2 straight days. He's at -7 points. So even him alone versus an average reliever would have been a flip of probably 14 points. Not that it would have helped my team that much in the game. I lost by 227 points, but it would have made me feel better that I didn't have guys taking massive minus points. So that guy I need to get rid of. I might just dump him because as thin as this is, I can't afford negative points. So let me go find starters. Wisniewski's on the waiver wire till when? Did they drop him late so I can't pick him up for the spot start for the Astros? Ooh. I can't tell. At Seattle. Oh, oops. Don't want to claim him. I want to drop him. Okay, so I'm going to pick up Wisniewski. I want to drop Joey Estes because, good lord, he is just imploded right now. Make that claim, resolve. Okay, cool. So I'll check my team just about 1 o'clock this afternoon and see what's going on. Worst comes to worst, I drop him, pick up another reliever. Yay, relievers. Yeah, for some reason I went heavy on athletics pitchers here. I don't know why. I have Joey Estes and Mitch Spence, and thought I had a third one. I must have dropped them already. But yeah, I don't know why I went so heavy on the athletics. It's not because they are any good. It's because those guys did decent last year, and I was hoping for production going forward from them this year. Someone must have taken the guy I wanted here. I'll put a pin in it to go back and check that, because there was somebody I wanted to pull off of waivers that never apparently got pulled off of waivers. Nope. Oh, that's why. That guy. Oh, and he blew up. Oh, good for me then. My opponent took someone. Sweet. So let's go over to Yahoo now. I've got my Albuquerque Dukes team up. This is a dynasty league that I've been in for three years now, because I think it was Year 7, year 8, and now this is year 9. So I went 8-8 last week. This is something where I've finished outside the playoffs both years, but I think last year I finished in 10th place. No, this is when I was still trashing. This is one that's really interesting. I've got Shea Langoliers at catcher. I got Ben Rice at first base, who's actually producing this year. I was trying to get rid of him in the offseason because they signed. What the fuck did the Yankees sign? Yankees signed Paul Goldschmidt. He used to play for St. Louis and then the Diamondbacks before that. Goldschmidt looks old. Goldschmidt looks washed. This is also the team that got Jurickson Profar that people were barking up the tree over. And they wanted him, and I said, no, I want to keep him. No, I want to keep him. Good Lord, I should have traded him. Stupid bastard and his drugs. He got popped. Now nobody wants him. So I'm dumb. I should have taken what I could have gotten for him, like prospect-wise. But it is what it is. Put you on there. Put you on there. Hooray! Cool. Sorry, a little minor league tending. One guy got called up and one guy needs to get put down. I've got a guy that keeps trying to trade me for a certain player. Oh, I don't really want Noblemeyer. People keep... this is also the team that I got Victor Scott in, that I tried to trade and nobody wanted him because he was like a sub-Mendoza player at best. Now he started off this year hot. And he's running the bases. And I got a guy that's trying to buy Ben Rice off of me, and despite telling him 3 times he's not available, he's like, send me a counter, send me a counter. I'm like, I don't want to send you a counter. It's not... I don't want to sell Ben Rice. Because I've done that before, where people are like, hey, send me a counter, and they're like, the counter that the offer, they're like, dude, that's not realistic, come on, what the hell? And I'm like, because I told you he's not for sale. If you want him, you gotta pay out the ass for him. So, you know what? Forget you. Hooray! Hardball Dynasty. This is the one that I finished just around the playoff line. I think I fell out of the playoffs by a hair in this one, and I got lucky week 1 to win 11-3-3 and be in second place. This is cool. I like this. York is on the 7-day injured list. It's been an issue. Alright, I'm not going to mess with him because I don't want to screw up my IL system right now. Sweet, I've also got Jurickson Profar in this league, which people also were trying to buy off of me, and I'm like, nah, it's alright, I got this. I should have sold him. He's left. This is one where you got left, center, and right field eligibilities plus 1 outfield utility. This makes it interesting because I've actually got to pay attention to whether someone is a left fielder, right fielder, or center fielder. With Jurickson Profar only being left fielder, I've got to make sure I've got backup left fielders, of which I have like 4 on my team. So I should have traded Profar for someone, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm being buoyed by the fact that Enrique Hernandez is playing more times than not on that loaded Dodgers team. But going... Good Lord. 8 games played. Every single hit has been a home run. So he is... Oh, God. That is not good numbers. What is... No, give me stats. Yearly. Stop. Stats. 2025. Enrique Hernandez is batting 129. He's batting 3 for 29. Oh, no, his OBP is 129. 3 for 29 with 3 home runs. That OPS is good. OBP, not very good. Sal Frelick is helping me out because he's starting out with a 452 OBP, and Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen's a part-timer with a 409, but man, Sal Frelick 452 with a 14-37 start. Really helping me out there because Brad Beatty ain't doing jack. Lordy Lou, how do I do this? No, my pitching's This year, I got Nick Pivetta that went to San Diego, which should be good for him. I got Kodai Senga, who's bouncing back from arm injury. I got Spencer Schwallen back, which was amazing because I had to move a second round baseball pick last year for a third round prospect. Which is weird. The guy held out because it was a third round, and I should have been like, dude, I'm moving you up. I also have Brandon Fab in this one. Oh, dope. I got Brandon Fab out of him. I had to have gotten Brandon Fab out of a nice one. But yeah, I got Schwallen back and Fab, and I've got Sanchez. McKenzie, I'm going to drop here in a sec because he is... Oh, no. Well, Tristan McKenzie is going to go on the waiver wire because they're trying to play him bullpen and starter, and none of this is working. So let's go pitchers. Probable. I'm going to roll the dice on Easton Lucas being halfway decent. If he does well, he's going to stay in the starting lineup and not move back to the bullpen. Connor Gillespie is also available. Did decent against Pittsburgh. Did decent against the Mets. Is going to play the Mets again. Should be fun. Carmen Mlodzinski. Nope, don't want him. The Mets lineup versus the Red Sox lineup. Gillespie's going to get me more strikeouts. Lucas might be the better ERA. Okay, live research time. MLB stats. No, not players. Here we go. Team leaders. Oh, Boston's 4th in the league. Mets are toward the bottom. All right, well, I guess Connor Gillespie is the guy, even though he went and faced them for 5 innings last time. That's Tinkens is an IL, but is no longer in IL. What? The fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh, Lord. Minor league shenanigans real quick. I've got to move players from one thing to another because this is dumb as hell. You get moved to the IL. Tinkens, you get moved to the NA. Let's try this again. Drop Tristan McKenzie. There we go. And start Gillespie. Normally, leagues like this, I go reliever heavy, and I kind of didn't. I've got 1, 2, 3 relievers on this team. I've got Dennis Santana from Pittsburgh. I've got Porter Hodge from Chicago, and I've got Fernando Cruz from the Yankees. Oh, sorry, 4. Dylan Lee from the Braves. That means I've got Schwellenbach, Peterson from the Mets, Senga, Pivetta. Gillespie's a stand-in right now, even though he's nominally a reliever. Bowden Francis from Toronto, Christopher Sanchez, and Brendan Fab. I've got 8 starters, 4 relievers. Normally, that's not a good way to do this, but we'll see what happens in the future, because that's not good. Probably should have more pitching. Really don't want to have Jacob Stallings as my backup catcher on this one. All right, another live pivot catchers. Nobody worthwhile on the waiver wire. Jake Rogers, maybe Pedro Paguez. And they had him bat second. Jose Trevino. That's stupid. Why did they put that bat in his hand? Alright, he's not playing till tonight. Paguez playing this afternoon. I don't know. I'll wait. I don't want to use one of my ad drops on a guy that's not actually going to play today. So we'll just wait on him for now. And then I'll come back and figure this crap out later. Alright. I hit mid of the road on my Dynasty Roids League. I just joined this in the off season. I've got multiple guys that are missing here. It says 2 guys are empty. Why didn't I pick up anybody? This is dumb as hell. I don't like this stupid. I joined this league because there was a guy in one of my hockey leagues that's in here. And it's every every Monday and Thursday you get this? This is dumb as hell. 22 at bats. Oy, oy, oy. I guess I'll pick up McKinstry since he's got util options. This kind of bothers me. I didn't realize I didn't put in enough waiver claims. Guess I'll put in for some relievers now. This is dumb as shit. I wish I had known that before this started. Hendricks is going to play on the 8th, so I won't get him. Carson Spires blew up. Taiwan Walker is going to play the 9th. No. Yeah, this definitely makes for a very interesting go of things. Let me see. Right, Herder? No. Tommy Kaline? Maybe. Steven Matz? Maybe. Matz is going to get some run here. Yeah, definitely that long reliever role for him. Alright, cool. Let's take a stab on Matz being available here in 3 days. I've got 2 empty roster spots. I'm going to try and pick up 3 guys in this league. This is a league where I've got 1, 2, 3 minors players on my active roster because apparently I do. What the hell happened? I don't understand this. Why are there so many more minor league spots? So fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. Okay, well, if I went 8-8 doing that, I've got some more work on this team to do. I'm just going to start dropping claims for everybody I can see right now. Because why the hell not? Wilmer Flores, come on down. Zach McKinstry, come on down. Well, why the hell did that not... What the crap? Said Hae Sung Kim dropped to my minors. There. Alright, that leaves me with 3 bench players, 2 outfielders, and a catcher, which means I need literally anybody with a pulse on this team. I'll take Alec Thomas, put him on my bench. Probably don't need another outfielder. I'm going to take not Remy Gonzalez because he doesn't play enough. I already put Zach McKinstry up. I'll put Trey Sweeney in because why the hell not? I've got multiple empty spots all over my team right now. Banda, sure, why not? Come on down. Could have sworn I tried to add you last time. 5 empty spots. God, this is so dumb. Schedule opponents. Starting pitching. Man, doing this live definitely makes this thing run longer than I would have thought. Okay, Andrew Heaney will start on the 12th. No. Osvaldo Vito. Michael Lorenzen. Yeah, let's... What the hell is Cooper Criswell doing? Cooper Criswell is giving up pitches. That's 8 guys. Let's keep on picking up pitchers. Shelby Miller. Look at this guy. Looks like Shelby Miller might be a reliever to remember for the Diamondbacks. Sweet. Well, that's 9 claims on 5 spots, and so help me. I need something. Not like this other one that I joined that might have been a mistake, where people were like, wow, you've got an amazing team. That's awesome. And I lost 11 and 1. Week 1. I've got guys on the IL left and right. I've got... What do you mean too many IL listed? So many people on my injured list. Oh my god. I've got Gleyber Torres and Francisco Alvarez and Connor Norby and Parker Meadows. I got Holderman that's on injured reserve. Let's see. Let's go. How long is Holderman out? Holderman is going to be out. Right knee sprain. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put Holderman on IL and call up Diaz because he should be back for Cincy in another week or so. Now I need to go find somebody somewhere. Figure out minor leagues eligible, minor league eligible, minor leagues eligible. Someone dropped Dollander. Why is he wavered like that? Interesting. Okay. Lorenzen, Wisnowski. Why the hell not Wisnowski? Let's pick you up. Plug you in there. This is the team where I've got Brian Wu and Jordan Hicks, Brandon Fab, and Shane Baez as my starting pitchers. I've got Yuri Perez. On the IL, I've got Kyle Harrison in the minors. I've got Caden Donna in the minors. Like, I've got good talent. Nobody's hitting to start the season. Nobody's pitching to start the season. I've got Tyler Soderstrom that's doing well for me, and that's kind of it. Corbin Carroll's doing all right. Alec Burleson's not embarrassing himself. Hurston Kerstead doing meh. I got guys that I should probably trade. But that's just not how that's going to work this year. This is going to be very interesting. Lord. Yeah, this is going to be a long year. Alex Call. What is he doing? Season stats. I got to make sure this mother's got... Okay, this mother does have over... that many. Yeah, the interesting thing is there's a minor league roster on this one where it's based on... if you have less than 100 at-bats for the batter, you're still considered minor leagues eligible, and therefore on your prospect list, if you have less than 50 innings pitched, you're also technically on the minors list. So this waiver wire is fraught with guys that are like in between. It's like, look, your roster percentage is above 20%. I should look at you. Now it's like, oh boy. Oh boy. Can't pick them up because they're all prospect guys, even though they got called up to the majors. Man. This is rough. Ramon Urias. Part-time start at third base. Then we go say, oh, this is the league that I got 2 dope third basemen. I got Nolan Arenado, and I've got Austin Riley. And then as a backup, I've got Matt Shaw. And then Enrique Hernandez can play anywhere. I just need Hernandez to play somewhere. Alright, so that's very interesting. Last but not least, I got my fantasy baseball team. This is the league that moved from 12 teams down to 10 teams. After last week, I won 9, 2, and 1. Which ones could I have improved last week? Not a darn thing. Home runs was way out of the way, and I could have won wins. And one of my guys blew up on me pitching wise. Who? Paddock. Oh yeah, that was the Paddock blew up on me, and Burke blew up on me. Instead of taking to Martin Perez and rolling with it. Yeah, both those streamer guys was not very good. Luke Jackson appears to be the closer for Texas. Good for him. Alright. Valdez, injured. Oh boy. Fatigue and a sore throat. That is not good. Well, that means I've got 4 relievers now. Sweet. Doyle did go off yesterday. I was getting texted by one of my co-managers, not co-managers, but one of the other managers in the league. He's like, "Wow, that dude's doing like that." I'm like, yeah. Oh boy. Well, Willie Abreu is finally turning in a I can start in the majors kind of run stat line. So my team is hot right now. Not going to last. This is what I need all year long, not just now. So I'm in 4th out of 10th. That's good. Saratoga Diamond Kings always does well every year. Suicide Squad's finally picking it up. Yeah, it was really weird. They tried texting this husband and wife all off season, and they just wouldn't respond to anything, which is weird. It's kind of like, hey, what's going on? Are you going to play? And then we finally had to cut them like 2 weeks before the draft. Because, or no, what was it? Like 3 weeks before, no, 2 weeks before the draft, because we had to push back the keepers twice. Yeah, it was 2 weeks before the draft. So it's just kind of like, man, that sucks. Because now there's more talent available, but now everybody has access to more talent. So let's move Cal Raleigh in for Hunter Goodman. Hunter Goodman's having a decent start to the year. Goodman, I guess, will be my 4th, 5th, 6th outfielder, but backup catcher. Willie Adames will go in. Duran will go in for you. And Tristan Casas will sit on the bench and figure out life. Yeah, so waiver claims process at 7 a.m. Mountain Time for this league. I am going to not make any moves. I don't think I have any free spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it 9 bench players? 10 bench players? What is league settings? How many bench? 9 bench players. Oh, crap. Okay, cool. I got Ranger Suarez on the 15-day DL. Alright, sweet. Well, I don't think I'm really picking up anybody this week unless I want to drop Hunter Goodman and let someone else pick him up. But between Goodman and Cal Raleigh, I should have catcher on lockdown. I've got enough first baseman between Casas and Bush. I got Mikael Garcia to split time with Devers at 3rd. Garcia can back up Horner at 2nd. I got guys stealing bases all over the place. Willie Adames can back up short for Jacob Wilson, who is actually starting out this year good. And he's got 2 home runs. God, if I'd known that he was going to have 2 home runs. Hell, he may finish with 5 the entire year with 2 at the start. And I've got stolen bases actually coming in for me. What does this look like from a meta? Sorry, that's scoreboard. I need to go to standings. There we go. Cool. My runs in a roto sense put me mid-pack. Home runs put me near the bottom. RBIs put me in the middle. Stolen bases put me toward the top. Average toward the top. OPS toward the mid-bottom. Strikeouts. Take that, everybody. Quality starts. Meh. Wins. Meh. ERA. Terrible. Whip. Meh. Saves. Good. Alright, cool. So I got save holds working for me, and that's what did me in last year, because nobody wanted to hold, nobody wanted to fucking save, and it was crushing me. It's like, okay, this guy's gotten a lot of saves and holds, let's do it. And then the manager would be like, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to have you, pick up any saves or pick up any holds. And it's like, you son of a person. So there's a lot more guys available this year because that's at least another 4 relievers, if not 6 to 8 relievers available on the waiver wire to pick up saves. We'll see what happens with them. We're just at the start of the season. JP Sears, of all people, I think Sears was the one I dropped from that one league where I'm like, wow, I got a lot of athletics pitchers. Nope. Sears is the one I should have kept. The other guys I should have dropped. Stupid age. Stupid me. Alright, whatever. This is also like 10 extra starting pitchers that wouldn't normally be available on the waiver wire, which is kind of insane right now. So we'll see what happens. Ben Brown blew up again. Luis Ortiz. Kachanowicz, Davis Martin, yeah, no. Matthew Boyd is starting out. He used to play for the Tigers, I believe. Yeah, didn't he play for the Tigers? Hey, look at that. From 2015 to 2021. Played for Seattle for a year, went back to Detroit, went to Cleveland. Looks like he was injured quite a bit. Looks like he hasn't had a full healthy year since COVID. Well, we'll see what happens. He's 34 years old on the back end of his career. See if he can put a couple more years in. Stupid. Oh, that's Chad Patrick, not Chris Paddock. I would have been pissed. Alright, cool. Well, we'll let them go. I think that's it for that team. This is the team I feel pretty good about. And that this is one I always seem to pay a lot of attention to. I've been in this one for 7 years. These are a bunch of guys that I've known for probably almost 20 years now. Except for one. The commish of the league is my old high school gifted teacher. And we've been in football and different redraft baseball leagues since college? Since I was in college? So for over 15 years now, so 15 to 20 years I've been competing with these guys. Off and on in different leagues. In football and in baseball. We did basketball for a little bit. We did hockey. That's the one I was complaining about this year where my team just fell apart and I can't do weekly setups. There's too many variables that get smoothed over, and that's how I work best in a Cats league. Cats leagues are for people that work variables. Points leagues are for people that can write it out and smooth everything out. So we'll just kind of take this one bit by bit and see what happens. So I'll come back next Monday with a podcast about how all the hockey teams finish, because that will be it. Or at least I'll call it it. At some point I'll do a look ahead for the off season for hockey. I'll do a look at football prospects as soon as the draft is over here in another month or so. I'll probably do something about sports betting later. As soon as I run down to the casino again, things have gotten busy in the last week or so between putting in applications, running kids everywhere, and just doing storage unit stuff. So I've had time to set lineups, but I've not had time to go to the casino like I wanted. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening. I appreciate it. I've got this on several different streaming platforms right now. If you would like to, hear something from me, just give me a holler, leave a comment on one of the podcast pages, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I appreciate it, and thank you very much. Have a great day.